Do you want to hatch the brand new Titanic Arcane cat? Well, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you exactly how to do that with a variety of different ways. This new RNG event actually has a lot of stuff to it where you can get a bunch of new pets, including some huge pets, and then obviously the free-to-play Titanic, which I talked about yesterday. So let me get into how you're going to want to get this thing. Real quickly before I do though, make sure to leave a like and subscribe because I make multiple videos a week about Pet Simulator 99 methods and just other tips and tricks and stuff like that, and you don't want to miss them. Alright, let's begin. So, I'm going to be going over just a few tips, basically, what will help make this thing easier. And now the first one that I'm just going to get out of the way just real quickly is the fact that Game Passes actually do work in this update. Unlike some other events, they actually do work. So if you get the Lucky and Ultra Lucky Game Passes, you can actually increase your RNG luck when you are rolling the dice. I think this is a little bit crazy because we've never actually seen Game Passes work in these type of events, so I'm actually kind of surprised that they made them work, but they do. So I guess if you have Robux and you haven't already gotten those Game Passes, if you really want a better chance to get huge and Titanic pets, then I guess you could buy these Game Passes. That was the only paid thing. Now, the free ways are obviously going to be a lot better. So the first thing that I'm going to go over are obviously the RNG upgrades. This should come as no surprise. These things are obviously going to help a lot. So I'm just going to go over the best ones. Now there's currently 4 upgrades in here. There might be more if they make a part 2 to this update. But basically what you're going to want to do is you're firstly going to want to upgrade the RNG egg luck because, well, that should be obvious. It's going to give you better and better pets and chances for the huge and Titanic. Now this actually might be one of the more important ones, in fact maybe is the most important one, is the RNG hatch speed. You're going to want to get this thing to max, and the reason why is because you're going to want to be rolling the dice as fast as humanly possible, because more eggs you hatch equals more chances for the Titanic. These two are definitely the most important up here, so I definitely recommend focusing on these. But if you're just a huge pet fan and you really want to get a ton of huge pets, then I guess you could upgrade the RNG huge luck as well, which I'll focus on doing. But by far the most useless one is the RNG bonus luck, because it only happens every 10 rolls, and it's not that much bonus luck, I think. Even if you upgrade it all the way, it's not going to be that much. So yeah, mainly these two. You can do this one if you want, and not the bonus luck. Alright, and now the next thing I'm going to talk about, which actually could be one of the more important ones as well. I have no idea which one's more important between the merchant and the upgrades. But anyways, going to the merchant, as you can see, this is where you can buy your lucky dice. And basically, with these dice, they're basically like little boosts. You can put them on, and then they will make it easier for you to hatch huge pets, other stat pets, and even the Titanic. This merchant refreshes very, very quickly, so what I would recommend doing is just buying out all of these as quick as possible and as much as you can to get that respect level up so that you can purchase all of these. Now, I think in the last slot you'll probably be able to buy better dice than just the regular ones, but if you only have the regular ones, that's when you're going to want to take them over to the dice crafting area, where what you can do is you can put in RNG coins and the regular lucky dice and convert them into other dice. And as you can see, there are 3 other dice. The golden one, or the lucky dice 2, increases your luck by 150%, whereas the normal only does 100. The mega lucky dice is really where things change when luck is being added. So the lucky dice 1 and 2, they basically just give you a certain amount of luck for a certain amount of time. But the mega lucky dice and mega lucky dice 2 only give you 1 roll, but they are insanely lucky. So the mega lucky dice gives you 1,000,000% more luck, but just for 1 roll. And then the mega lucky dice 2, which is obviously the best one, gives you 10,000,000% more luck for 1 roll. Now, as you can see, these things are very, very hard to come across. If you want to get the 10,000,000% one, you have to already have 3 mega lucky dice and also 300,000 RNG coins. And RNG coins are not easy to get if you don't have those upgrades over there. So I guess what you can do is, for now, you can create these lucky dice 2s, and then you can slowly work your way up through the rungs of dice. I don't know really which one is the best. Honestly, you could try to go for some of these if you just want a ton of luck, or even these if you're like really rich with RNG coins and you just managed to get a bunch of dice. But if you're going to be like AFKing overnight or something, the lucky dice 2 is probably going to be your best bet. Now, normally I would say you can use an auto clicker to speed up your hatching, but that's not a thing in this update. You actually cannot increase your hatching speed with anything else but the RNG upgrades. So you got to make sure to get those up. But yeah, those are basically all the tips that I have for you guys to go ahead and get this Titanic. I wish you all luck on getting this Titanic because I know it's going to be a very, very hard thing to get. I think the base chance of it or whatever, or at least like what I'm seeing in the chat here, which is a lot of huge pets and Titanics, but basically I think the regular is like 1 in 100 million is what it says. Now, obviously, our boy Copycat's going to come out with the actual chances, so, I don't know how much we could actually rely on these in the chat, but there you go. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace!